All right, fans of Sioux Falls Christian and Arlington, or just general softball fans tuning in to this broadcast on watchdogs.live, Dog Bone Entertainment, or Watchdog Live on YouTube. Teams are warming up here. This is game 6 of 8 that we played on field 1. Watchdogs win field or pool A. We'll play this thing out here between Sioux Falls Christian and Arlington, and Baltic are the members of Pool C. We'll get this game played, and then the Watchdogs will take on the winner of whoever wins Pool C after this is all said and done. So, again, coming up will be the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers taking on the Arlington Cardinals. Quick break. We'll be back for first pitch. I'll leave this room going. All right, fans, welcome back. I apologize. Just trying to get the book updated and ready to go here. We missed the first couple pitches, but up to bat for Arlington. They will be the top half of the inning, and the visiting squad up to bat is Seeley Van Overbeek. Pitching for Sioux Falls Christian is Van Santen, and catching is Dittman. Strike called. Strike two, swinging. Count 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Strike three, so strikeout to get the game started here for Van Santen. Brings up Sonny Johnson, the center fielder for Arlington. Fouls that one back, at a play. Strike one against Johnson. Where are my people at? Where's this pool? Can you ask those guys where this pool status kind of sits, if who wins or how this works out? Okay, shot down to third base is missed by the third baseman, so Sonny Johnson reaches on the air. Johnson on first brings up Madeline Madsen, the catcher for Arlington, wearing number 14. Dead ball. Madsen takes one off the thigh. She's going to get tripped to first base. Chance to walk that off. Johnson goes to second, so now runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up Liz Rowan. She's playing first base, came in a little bit of relief pitching a little bit ago. Okay. That pitch is low. I think the unofficial reporting I'm getting back is if Christian wins, they win their pool. And if Arlington wins, it'll go to criteria. I'm getting a maybe. Christian would have 2 wins. So they will win their pool if they win this one. If Arlington wins, it'll go to criteria then. If Arlington wins, it'll go to criteria. You believe so. Thank you for your lack of confidence. Okay, back to the action here. Runners on first and second. Liz Rowan at bat. She strikes out. Runner attempts to steal third. Is going to get thrown out. So nice job from the catcher over to third base. So that's Dittman sending it down to Mulder. Mulder looked like she maybe caught a pellet from the turf up by the eyes. But they're kind of laughing and joking about it. So she seems to be good. So Rowan strikes out for the second out, and then Johnson is thrown out on the 2-5 steal attempt for the third. So after 1/2 inning, score is 0-0 for Sioux Falls Christian. They'll bring up O'Neill, Nelson, and Van Santen on the bottom half of the first. All right, fans, welcome back to Dogbone Entertainment, Watchdogs.live. Jared Olson on the call here today. Field 1, 8 games, going to be covered by Watchdogs.live, Dogbone Entertainment, because it's just what we do. Up to bat, O'Neill, shortstop, strike one, swinging. Battery for Arlington Cardinals. Number 3, Seeley Van Overbeek is the pitcher, and the catcher is Madeline Madsen, number 14. Another one gets by O'Neill, so Van Overbeek out to an early no-ball, 2-strike lead over the leadoff batter, O'Neill. That one's going to foul out of play. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Bunt flied right back to the pitcher. So with 2 strikes, it's one of those things you're not expecting from O'Neill with 2 strikes, but she pops it out to the pitcher, Seeley Van Overbeek. So nice job by Seeley to get that one grabbed. We're just going to go F1. First out. Brings up Nelson, the center fielder. That pitch is low, ball 1. Nelson a little bit late on the swing on that one, evens it up 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch gets over the catcher. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nelson now. Strike. Called. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nelson. Contact's going to get down out on the right side. Nelson's rounding first, going to go 2. She gets in there, so nice job by Nelson stealing an extra base out of that. What probably should have been a single turns into 2 bases due to Nelson's actions of running and just turning and going for it when she saw that the defense wasn't maybe getting after as hard as they could. Brings up Van Santen, the pitcher. She gets contact on it into the light protectors. Immediately foul ball. So strike 1 against Van Santen. Nelson in scoring position on second base. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Van Santen. That one's going to get into the net, allow the runner to go to third. So Nelson will move on the wild pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to the batter. Good shot out to right field. Going to get over her head. That'll score Nelson. Van Santen's going to turn and go 3. We'll see how the relay goes here. They may turn and look 4. No, coach with only 1 out is going to hold her at a stand-up triple. So nice job by Van Santen to get a triple and drive in the RBI. So Nelson scores. 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls Christian over Arlington. Up to bat, number 22, Blanchard, the first baseman. Strike 1 called. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Blanchard. Pitch is inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Blanchard. Good pitch there from Van Overbeek. Evens things up here at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goes up high, grabs it. That's going to potentially get, yes, it does get down. So Blanchard goes up above the head or near the head to get a shot on that one, sends it out to the right center gap. So a single from Blanchard drives in an RBI. Van Stanton, after her triple, brings up Dittman, the catcher. She gets a hold of one over towards the shortstop. She's going to get the out at second unassisted, so Blanchard will be retired. That's the 6 unassisted for the second out. Dittman will reach on the fielder's choice. Brings up Connell, the right fielder, and wearing number 3. Turns and faces bunt, gets it down. We're going to get a play at first. No, the ball gets away. Nice job backing it up from the right fielder, gets it back in. Runner does get 1 extra base out of it, but that thing could have rolled for a while out there if it wasn't for the right fielder, Ireland Schultz. So nice job by Schultz getting up there and making a play on it. Let's get back to a view where we can see what's going on. Again, O'Connell reaches on the air throw. They're going to allow Dittman to take second. Excuse me, O'Connell to take second. Dittman was already at third. Reed's up to bat. She's the second baseman, batting left-handed, wearing number 11. Gets contact on it. That's a fair ball. That's going to drive in 2. She's getting waved over to third. She's in for a triple. Down in the corner, Reitz. Christian opening up a little offense here. Brings up number 14, Mulder, the third baseman. Strike called, inside edge. Two down here in the bottom half of the first. Sioux Falls Christian's gotten 4 runs. That ball goes high. Mulder with a high attempt. Strike 3 looking. That is the third out. So Sioux Falls Christian, 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in the bottom half of that first inning. So after 1 complete, Sioux Falls Christian 4, Arlington 0. Up to bat for Arlington here in the top half of the second inning will be Madison Olson, the shortstop. Then will be Mackenzie Fredericks and Autumn Clark. Pitch is low, ball one. Both teams going a straight 9-person lineup. No DP flex by either of the squads on this game. That pitch is on the inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Madison Olson. .30 pitch, swinging strike one. That is ball 4, so Madison Olson will lead off the second inning with a base on balls. Try to get a little offense spurred here for the Arlington Cardinals. Up to bat number 20, Mackenzie Fredericks, the third baseman. Swinging strike one. Strike looking, Dittman rips it down to first base. Olson easily returns. Pitch is high and outside. Swinging strike 3, retires Mackenzie Frederickson. That's the first out of this half of the inning. Brings up number 21, Autumn Clark, the second baseman. Pitch is fouled off. Strike 2 called. Dittman again sends it down to first base. Olson easily returns in time. That pitch is low, ball 1. Good swinging attempt there from Clark. Makes a little contact to stay alive here. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, appreciate you tuning in to the Watchdog Opening Day Classic here at Sioux Center. A bit of a strange release there from Van Santen. Ball does land for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Strike 3, that'll be the 4th strikeout for Van Santen on the game. Second out of the inning. Olson does advance to second base here. Brings up Ireland Scholes, number 15. She's the right fielder. Has a called strike here for her first pitch. Gets contact, sends that down near the training table. Now a 2-down runner on second. The Arlington Cardinals down 4 runs. Schultz steps into an 0-2 count with a runner in position. Olson will go to third. Ball got away from the catcher. Bases are portable bases. There are paint lines or lines down on the turf, but the bases are kind of weighted and just sit on top of the turf, so just resetting that. That pitch is low. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Schultz. Swinging, strike 3, so another strikeout by Van Santen. She sits down the Arlington Cardinals before they can get a run across, so after 1.5, Sioux Falls Christian 4, Arlington Cardinals nothing. We're back after this break. Little walking slapper there from Spader. Second baseman for Arlington. Autumn Clark has it, falls on her back. The ball pops out and then relands on her belly or chest, and she grabs it. So good play there to get the bottom half of the second inning started for Arlington defensively from Autumn Clark. Shot up the middle. Cannot quite get to it, so single here for O'Neill. Brings up number 10, Nelson. She had a single in the first inning. Then came around to score for Sioux Falls Christian. Contact. Going to get down. That's going to go for a few. O'Neill rounding third, going home. Nelson going to third. She's going to be held there by the coach. So big couple of opening shots here. O'Neill scores. Nelson again with the triple. Brings up the pitcher, Van Santen. She had a triple in the first inning. Called strike. That ball is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2 called. So Nelson's on third. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Van Santen. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3. Full count here to Van Santen. Got Blanchard on deck and Dittman in the hole. Shot towards second, knocked down. They're going to give up the run, but they're going to get the out at first. So nice job. We just referenced her a minute ago. Autumn Clark got kind of the dive and stopped that ball. Showed some patience with it. Got a hold of it and then got it over to first base to secure the second out. Nelson does come in to score. So now Sioux Falls Christian leads 6-0. Brings up number 22, Blanchard, the first baseman. That pitch is low. So ball 2. That's 3 balls and no strikes now to Blanchard. Cleanup hitter, and we've seen her make contact earlier today. We'll see what coach does here with 2 outs, nobody on base, and a 3-0 count. That pitch is high, base on balls for Blanchard. Catcher's gear is on for Dittman. With 2 down, she quickly peels that off and then takes her place in the box. Dittman reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Dittman went up after that one, fouled it back. Foul ball did catch her knee in the box, so good call by the umpire there. Will be 2 strikes now against Dittman. That one's high. That one falls back out of play. Two down here in the bottom half of the second. Runner on first, hard shot. That's going to get out into left field. Knocked down by the left fielder and thrown in. So Dittman, 1-2 count, delivers a base on balls and, delivers a single and moves Blanchard over to second. Brings up number 3, Connell, the right fielder. Ball 1, ball gets away. She can't track it down. It kind of ended up right by her feet or right by her and the umpire's feet, which does allow Blanchard to go to third and Dittman to move over to second. So force really wasn't as much of an issue. There's 2 outs, but just runners that much closer to scoring position. Strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike here against Connell. Connell brings up another strike here, fouling that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls that one off as well. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball is high, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners coming in to score. Gets in under the tag, so Blanchard scores on the pass ball. Dittman goes to third. And now Connell, not sure if it's 2-2 or 3-2. That pitch is high. Yeah, so it was 2-2. Now it's 3-2. Now it's 3-2. Base umpire does carry a clicker as well, so as the pitches are happening, both umpires are clicking the count, so if anytime there is confusion, they could come together on it. But full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Connell with Dittman on third. Strike 3 swinging, that'll get out of the second inning. Sioux Falls Christian tacks on another 3, so it's now 7-0 after 2 complete. All right, fans, welcome back to the top half of the third inning. At bat number 4, Kennedy Van Overbeek puts down a bunt. Gets put out at first base. So 2-3 put out for the first out. Brings up Seeley Van Overbeek, the pitcher for Arlington. Strike called down at the bottom. Again, this is game 6 of 8 that we will play here on field 1. That ball goes foul. Following this game, Beersford will take on the champion of Pool C. That one's fouled back. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. And then once that 4-pool semifinal is handled, then we'll bring together the champions of those games for, hey, heck of a play. Shortstop for Sioux Falls Christian. O'Neill. Diving catch over by second base. I don't have my replay man here, but diving play over by second base. It is here on the live stream, watchdogs.live, YouTube forever, and O'Neill is excited about that one, but Seeley flies out to the shortstop right over by second base, kind of a diving catch. Up to bat, number 11, Sonny Johnson. She's out in center field. She sends a shot out to center field. That thing is out off the fence. Sonny Johnson rounded first, going to second. She is going to hold up with a stand-up double, and the Arlington bench is alive again. 2 down. Sonny Johnson on second brings up number 14, Madeline Madsen, the catcher. Madsen is wearing a smartwatch. Change of rules for those who are maybe interested this year. They allow one-way communication between the coach in the dugout and the catcher only. So one-way communication, meaning coach to catcher, not catcher to coach. Madsen flies that out, cannot pull off the circus catch in center field. Shortstop O'Neill was going out trying to really make a double out of that. 2 highlights in 1/2 inning. Just can't quite get there, so Madsen will get a single out of that. She'll then take second on the extra base. Sonny Johnson did come in to score, so now Arlington does have 1 run on there. Up to bat number 23, Liz Rowan. I'll finish the comments about the one-way communication as the catcher, Madeline Madsen, is standing on second base. Cannot be used while she's out in the field, running the bases, I should say. But as she's catching, she can receive a communication from the coach. It could be an earpiece. It could be a smartwatch that she could just look at her watch and a message or something came, giving an indication of a pitch or something they want to call. No other player is allowed to have that one-way communication. Again, the communication must be one way. Don't know that we'll see a lot of high school teams utilize that. And Madsen's wearing the watch. I'm not saying that they're using it, but she has the ability to, should the coach want to send a message to her on that smartwatch. Inside to Rowan. Got a little distracted on the count as I was talking about one-way communication with the catcher. Swinging strike from Rowan. That is a K for Van Santen. Okay, the coach from Sioux Falls Christian says that is going to check with the other official. He's the home plate ump's got is 3-2. Sioux Falls Christian is convinced that was the count. Again, I just told you I got lost in the count. That's a strikeout. I got busy talking about one-way communication with the catcher. And there's where we are. So anyways, after 2.5 complete, Arlington 1, Sioux Falls Christian 7. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And for Sioux Falls Christian will be Reitz, Mulder, and Spader. All right, fans, welcome back to Watchdogs.live, Dog Mode Entertainment. First pitch, swing here from Reitz. Another play from the second baseman, Autumn Clark. We've seen 3 of them out of her so far, and we haven't even completed 3 innings, so nice job there by Autumn Clark. Getting the ball fielded, keeping her poise, and getting it over to first base. So 4-3 put out for the first. Will retire Reeds. Brings up number 14, Mulder. Pitch gets away from Seeley. Mulder now with a count of 1 ball, no strikes. Strike 1 called, so now 1 ball, 1 strike to Mulder, the third baseman. Mulder struck out in the first. Swinging strike 2. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mulder. Fills it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. Swinging, strike 3. That's a strikeout for Van Overbeek. Brings up number 4, Spader, the left fielder. Slap hitter. Flew out to second base her last time at bat. No slap that time. Full-on swing over to the shortstop. Retired at first base, so the 6-3 put out for the third. Sioux Falls Christian goes down 1-2-3 there in the bottom third. So 3 complete. Sioux Falls Christian 7. Arlington 1. We go to the top of the 4th inning. All right, fans, welcome back. Top half of the 4th inning. Had a check. Something was going on over at the Arlington bench, so if they were just confirming something or if they were actually making a lineup change, I'm not sure, but we will roll with whatever comes here. So up to bat is Madison Olson, shortstop for Arlington. Throwing for Sioux Falls Christian right now is number 30, Roskup, so we do have a change there, and maybe that's what was getting communicated, is that Sioux Falls Christian had let them know that Roskup was going to be pitching, and they made some other moves. Madison Olson is retired with a strikeout, so Roskup comes in and picks out a K. Brings up number 20, Mackenzie Fredrickson. She's the third baseman for Arlington. Fouls that one back against the wall of the dome. That pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging strike. Talked about one-way communication with the catcher. Sioux Falls Christian right now is using a series of numbers. Pitcher and catcher look at an armband. Strike 3 looking, so Roskup comes in and retires 2 in a row. Brings up Autumn Clark, and we've talked about kind of her defensive role here early on in this game, so nice job defensively from Autumn Clark. Swings at a low one. Communication, one of the coaches to the catcher and pitcher with just a verbal call out is not restrictive necessarily. It's just the electronic device can only be one direction. Swinging strike there from Autumn Clark. Strike 3, ball got away. We're going to get a play down at first. Nice job by the catcher to get out of there. So a third strikeout for Roskup. Ball got away, but the catcher sent it down. So 3 up, 3 down. That's 3.5 complete. Arlington 1, Sioux Falls Christian, I think we counted up to 7. Up for the Chargers, be top of the order, O'Neill, Nelson, and Van Santen. All right, bottom half of the 4th inning. Again, Sioux Falls Christian 7, Arlington 1. Bottom half of the inning, top of the order, O'Neill. Little pop out in the first, single in the second, and now her 3rd at bat in this game. Swing and sends that one foul off the roof. Arlington made a position change. This is what they did in their earlier pool play game. Swap around number 23, Elizabeth Rowan, or Liz Rowan, with Seeley Van Overbeek just swapping first and pitcher. Three balls, two strikes is the count to O'Neill. Foul ball off her leg. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4 high. O'Neill to first base. She's going to hold up there, talk to her coach. Let her teammate number 10, Nelson, step in. Nelson with a triple her last at bat and a single her first. Swinging strike for Nelson. Swing, that one could go foul. Yep, good thing it was not touched. Just let it go foul. Nelson returned. O'Neill will go back to first. Nelson will now have a count of no balls, 2 strikes. Spin a ball on the turf, it really does move when it lands. Shot off of the roof. Shortstop did it perfectly. Went a little bit towards second and just stayed there and knew it was going to bounce back off of there. So nice job by the shortstop, Madison Olson. Nelson is retired with a little fly out to the shortstop. That is the first out of this half of the inning. Brings up Van Santen. Ball is high. We got a steal attempt. Really close play. Safe at second. So O'Neill chooses her opportunity to take second. Good throw down from Arlington. Just couldn't quite get her, but it was a close play. Swinging strike for Van Santen. That pitch is high. Chopper back to the pitcher. Ball cannot be fielded at first. Will allow O'Neill to come around and score, so going to get out on that one, though. So Van Santen reached on an error, tried to take second, and was thrown out for the second out. O'Neill came around and scored on the error. So another run for Sioux Falls Christian. Brings up number 22, Blanchard, the first baseman. Reached on a single in the first, base on balls in the second. And now her third at bat. Hard hit ball out into center field. Blanchard's going to round first. Look at second, but just step back. So hard hit single out into center field for Blanchard. Again, single, base on balls, and a single. So good day at the plate here for Blanchard in this game. Brings up Dittman, the catcher. Single in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Got a steal attempt. Just in there. Yep, good call. Just barely got in there. Blanchard moves to second on the stolen base. Contact, going to go foul. Right before the third base, just went foul. One ball, one strike here to Dittman. Ball two. Pitch is high, so now 3 balls, 1 strike to Dittman. 2 outs and Blanchard on second. Sioux Falls Christian with an 8-1 lead. Big shot out to center. Couple steps back. No, cannot quite get it. So Blanchard's going to come around and score. Dittman stand up double over the head of the center fielder and off of the fence. So that's another one for Sioux Falls Christian. I believe it's 9-1 now. At the plate, Connell, the right fielder, first pitch is a ball. Reached on an error in the first, struck out in the second. This will be her third at bat. Inside pitch. Her first look at Liz Rowan. Chopper back to first. We're going to get a play. Excuse me, chop back to the pitcher. We're going to get a play at first. That is the third out. So Connell, that's a 1-3 put out for the third out. Sioux Falls Christian tacks on another 2. 5-4, I believe it's 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-1 here after 4 complete. So this is the start of the 5th. All right, batters up for Arlington. That'll bring up number 15, Ireland Schultz, right fielder. Struck out in the second. This will be her second at bat. Umpire says ball is ready for play. Roskup is back on the mound for Sioux Falls Christian. First pitch strike. If Sioux Falls Christian does hold on to win this, they will take on Beersford for the semifinal pool championship. Watchdogs are warming up down the third base line in the batting cage. Chopper, going to be a play at first. Pitcher grabs it. Called out at first. So pitcher grabbed that one. That was Roskup. So 1-3 put out of Schultz. Kennedy Van Overbeek, number 4, at the plate. Swinging strike 1. I'll get you back to a better view. Sorry about that. Swinging strike 2. Roskup out early here against Kennedy Van Overbeek. Kennedy watches that one outside and high. Counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike three, so Roscoe working quickly here in the top of the fifth. Two outs, so we go to the top of the lineup to be Seeley Van Overbeek. Seeley was the starting pitcher, has now moved over to first base. That's a ball. It's going to get away from the catcher, but no runners on base. Strike called on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seeley Van Overbeek. Little pop fly right up to Roscoe. She catches that one, so 1-3 put out, a strikeout, and then a fly ball to the pitcher for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down, 4.5 complete. Sioux Falls Christian still leads 9-1 as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning. Could end up with a quick defensive change for Arlington. They're going to send a new left fielder in, just catching a number going out there. It looks like number 16, Taya Myers. We're going out to left field. Not sure if they made another change or not, but that is the one I caught.
Okay, 2 changes, 6 for 15 in the 8th spot, right? And 16 for 4 in the 9th.
Okay, so 2 changes there. 16, the Taya Myers out to left field. We got that one already. The other one that was announced is 6 for 15, so Rachel Hoffschild, number 6, will be going out to right field. Hot shot to the shortstop, not going to get a play on it. Nice job by the shortstop to get it knocked down, but no chance to make a play on Reitz. That is number 11, Reitz, that did get on to first, and then she stole second. Up to bat is number 30, Roscoe. Ball high there to Roscoe. Another ball up. Fly ball right up in front of home plate unable to make the catch. So Roskup will reach first on the air. Reed's tagged up and held at second. So brings up the slap-hitting lefty Spader. Throws down a bunt. Make a play at first. Ball gets away from the defenders. Got a play at home. Runner gave herself up as she was well short of getting there. So that is Reeds retired at home plate. So we're going to say that's the 1-2 put out for the first out. Spader with a nice little contact. We're going to call that an infield hit. And then she goes to second. And who have I got over here? That would be Roskup, that went over to third. So Reitz is retired, Roskup on third, and Spader on second. Top of the lineup here for the Chargers, number 2, O'Neill, here in the fifth. One out for the Chargers. Runners on second and third. Good contact, gonna score one. Nice job by the defense. The runner on second, that was Spader. Nice job by Spader, knowing she didn't have to go. She didn't walk into a double play. Shortstop looked, held her back. 6-3 put out to get the second out. Sioux Falls Christian does score the run. So now we're a differential of 10 runs in the bottom of the fifth inning. Or 10-1. No. Roskup just scored. Ten one. I got a scribbly mark that I was crossing stuff out. That looks like maybe a run came in. 10-1. Okay, ball 4. Nelson will go to first on a base on balls. Brings up number 1, Van Santen. Swinging, strike 1. Nelson takes second. Spader's over on third, so runners on second and third with 2 out. Pitch is up and inside Van Santen. Pitch is high. Arlington really working the throws down to third base, seeing if they can catch Spader off guard. Shot up the middle. That's going to take care of the run rule here, so good shot by Van Santen. She's going to get a single. 2 runs score, bringing in Spader and Nelson, and that is the ball game. So Sioux Falls Christian picks up the 12-1 victory over Arlington, and Sioux Falls Christian will win Pool C. So the next game will be the Pool A champion Beersford Watchdogs taking on the Pool C champion Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. So that'll be the action we'll prepare for you. We'll end this stream. You're going to be going in and looking for Game 7 in YouTube on watchdogs.live, live ticket TV.